The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Well, Chris, I'm pleased to report that we've made very meaningful progress, and we agreed on a framework. Their agreement to substantially reduce the trade deficit by increasing their purchases of goods.
That's Mnuchin, and he's talking about framework. Today, the market opens up 300 points after suffering a terrible, almost 10 days, where the stock market could only rally about 1.25%. The market couldn't get out of its own way. And last week was a lousy week for the market. We had rising rates, a surging dollar. We had 4-year highs in oil price. Remember, it was oil that took down the stock market in 2008. It was gasoline as it was hitting near $4, if you recall. Our 30-year fixed-rate mortgages, they're edging up to 4.6%. That's the highest level since 2011. This is all bad news. The mortgages and that 10-year treasury that dictates the mortgage rate, is causing the mortgage industry to fall off a cliff, as many people can't afford a home with these mortgage rates going up. Especially you take the starter home. 44% of all real estate sales are a starter home. Those people aren't there. Those sales aren't there. Now, however, for those with income and doing well, they're scrambling to purchase homes. They're out there going as fast as they can, hoping to land a home. The average house on the market is around 36 days. They're hoping to grab a house before the market keeps increasing, the rates increase, and rates are going to keep increasing. And it's going to take the stock market down, unless we go back to quantitative easing. The president's got to make a decision. Is he going to artificially jump in and do quantitative easing, where he's going to start printing money so he can bring down that 10-year treasury yield from 3% down to 1%, moving or forcing a shift of Chinese money and Saudi Arabia money into the stock market out of the bond market? That's what they did in the year 2008. They started to buy, they printed about $85 billion a month, same situation, and they wanted to get the stock market up, but they need to get the yield on the 10-year treasury down. So they got it down to 1% by printing $85 billion a month. Now, the problem with that is the dollar in your wallet, the dollar in your savings gets killed. When you go to the supermarket to buy something, you need more dollars, and it kills the economy. So we got a situation that's been so bad for the last 10 days, this market can't move. It's stuck. Remember, all we have to do is go increase this market 7%, just 7% more to get back to January 26 all-time high. Now, we hit the January 26 all-time high. Remember, January 26, we're May 21st. Are you kidding? What's that, 4 months? Be about 4 months? 4 months, we can't move 7%. In 10 days, we can't move 1.25%. The market is just dead. It's unbelievable. Why? Because the institutions who make this market go higher, the big institutions who push these markets up, we're talking about the boys that had the big banks, we're talking about the big insurance companies, we're talking about the big guys. They're the ones that push this market up. Their money. You and I can't push this market up. They are not in here buying. They're not, because they know the wholesale inventories, sales growth, terrible, all disappointing. Retail sales are falling off a cliff as fuel costs keeps rising. You got like McDonald's and Starbucks and all these stores are going to start getting hit because of fuel prices. We already see it. The auto bubble is bursting. We've had the worst data since 2008. Matter of fact, it's worse now. The auto bubble is worse now than it was in 2008. The credit card delinquencies are worse now than during the 2008 crash. New home sales are tumbling for the third straight month. Worse than 4 years. When we had 2008, rather, sorry. And consumers, they're not spending. They're not spending. What they are spending, they're using credit cards. So their household debt is up $13.2 trillion, moving up, but it's all credit cards. It's all credit card. Then you have four stocks: Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Netflix. They're responsible for over 68% of the S&P 500's move. That's insane. Are you kidding? So they are, if you take the return that we've had in 2017, 21% return in the S&P. It's negative right now for 2018. These four stocks are responsible for 68% of those returns. One of those stocks gets a hiccup, it can take this market down big time. Big time. And by the way, where's all this wonderful stuff supposed to go on? All this corporate tax cuts. I thought everything's supposed to be wonderful. All these new jobs, not happening. Where's all this income? Not happening. This is crazy. So we have all this inflation going on with oil because of low rates. We have all this inflation going on with housing because of low rates. See, when you keep rates too low for too long, it destroys your economy from within. People think it's great. I talked about this last week. But the reason why we have a housing crisis and why only the very wealthy now can afford homes, because you keep rates too low for too long and everybody's buying a home, the demand gets to a point where there's just not enough available land because the environmentalists take all your land away from you. As soon as they see a puddle on your property, they take it away from you. So all these rates that have been so low for so long has killed this economy. We're not growing. We have nearly 51 American households that can't afford basic rent and food. Now you got 43% or 51 million households, including 16 million of the 51 million that are living in poverty that don't earn enough to afford a monthly budget that includes housing, food, childcare, health care, transportation, a cell phone. Here's the reason. 66% of our jobs in our labor force, we have 135 million people working. 66% of those jobs pay less than $20 an hour. What are you, nuts? And over 75% of the jobs are all part-time jobs, not full-time jobs. So where's all this wonderful, this big tax cut, corporate tax? It was supposed to solve everything. Supposed to solve everything. And everything is just wonderful.
Giving credit where credit is due, new numbers show that 35% of Americans attribute the economy a great deal to the Trump administration. 18% of voters rate the economy as very good. You agree with that poll? The economy is doing well right now?
Yeah, it certainly is doing very well. And when we look at the growth momentum on a number of fronts, it really, all the numbers are good.
So how can it be doing good when you've got 51% of these people, or nearly 43% of 51 million people, can't even afford rent? What are you, nuts? Hey, we'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts, You have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Well, that puts me up $13,087 in 2 days.
I'm up like 15%.
I'm up $5,000 in a month and a half.
I'm up about 15% for this year. I'm up $28,000 since November.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Let's have a look at GE, as in General Electric. I can see plenty of opportunities to trade General Electric. Would you buy GE at 15.33?
Yeah, you could ride this one, I think, for a quarter or two, Stuart.
Oh, really? GE. Well, isn't it interesting? We bought GE at $12. And yeah, $12.93. We bought GE before anybody else did. I was able to do, and at first we shorted it. We made a 22% return shorting it as it was collapsing. Then we turned around and bought it before anybody. Here they are talking about GE right now. And I mean, when we got into GE, we were in GE around, I think we got into GE, it was around April. Yeah, it was April. It was April we got into GE. So here it is, May 21st, and they're talking about getting into GE now as it's moving higher. But remember, when we got in GE, it was right at the bottom. Why? Because my chart that I designed myself, okay, identified that the institutions, the banks, the insurance companies, and the pensions and the hedge funds were just starting to put their toe in the water, which we didn't see for a long time. These guys, using fundamentals, they now decide to buy GE when we're already up. Think about it. We're up 19%. So they're going to jump in today after the market's already moved. GE's already moved up 19%. So we got to jump on them. And I'm talking about my people who do the video, who's involved with the video group, where they're very busy people and they don't have time to come to the classes every day from 9:30 to 11. They're so busy they don't have time to go look at the archive. And this is one of our first video stocks. I said, we got to get in this. It's going to work. And we waited patiently. First, we shorted it for months. And it kept going down. I kept telling my gang, be patient. Be patient. This is how you make the big money in the stock market. You got to be patient. You buy when nobody wants it. Okay, like I always say, it's like you go to a restaurant that nobody's heard of. And you go to that restaurant and they give you big portions and they come over and they serve you a drink right away and they can't be, and the portions are big and couldn't be better. You always try to find that restaurant when nobody knows about it. It's the same thing with a stock. Now they're going to jump in. But I'm going to take a look at that chart in a moment. But first, I want to identify something that really is unbelievable. These tax cuts under Kennedy and Reagan and Bush, let's look at them, how well they did. Kennedy created 9.3 million jobs when he did his tax cut. Okay? Reagan created about 11 million jobs. And Bush was just 6.9 million jobs. Now, what was different then? These jobs were going up. Now let's take the difference today. Today they're creating jobs, but the economy's not growing. When they created those jobs, the economy was growing 5%. When they did their tax cuts, the economy grew 5%. Now, unfortunately, it started out with Kennedy. His economy grew, let me get this right, his economy grew at 5%. And again, that's when he created 9.3 million jobs. Reagan, he created 11 million jobs. His economy grew 5%. Then when Baby Bush came in, he screwed everything up. And when Baby Bush came, he did this. What he did, he created about let's see, 6.9 million jobs. But and he grew the economy at least 3%. But since then, Obama, he couldn't create an economy at 3%. Trump's having trouble getting there at 3%. What's the difference? See, the difference is that when Kennedy at 5% and Reagan at 5%, even Bush at 3%, we didn't have stock buybacks. See, when they did tax cuts, that money, the corporations, the CEOs took that money and plowed it back into the companies called capital investment so their employees could create and produce more goods. So instead of producing 5 hats a minute, they could produce 15 hats a minute because they have new technology. This hasn't been happening. And that's why all our jobs are part-time and all our jobs are being outsourced. They weren't being outsourced under Kennedy or Reagan. See, we had 5% under Kennedy and Reagan because we weren't outsourcing jobs and we weren't doing stock buybacks. But we got so used to doing stock buybacks, dropping interest rates to near zero. Those rates shouldn't have been near zero. They should have been the most, maybe 12 months the most. But instead, they've been going on for 10 years. And this 0% interest rates, and now they raised them up to 1.5, 1.7%, has destroyed the economy so much. That's why they had to come in this week after 10 days. They couldn't move the market up at all. And since January 26th, they can't move the market up 7%. That's how bad the market is, trying to move it up. That's why he had to come in and bring the plunger team in, create a story today that, oh, everything's great. You know, China, we're in good shape now. We're going to put a hold on trade, on the trade. Listen.
Well, Chris, we're putting the trade war on hold.
How do you put trade on hold? I never heard of such a stupid thing, putting trade on hold. Ridiculous. He double talks. This guy double talks. He's unbelievable. Remember this with the dollar?
Would you prefer a weaker dollar at this point? In the long term, a strong dollar is good for the United States and reflects the success of the United States, both in the economy, the investments, and everything else. I am not going to make any comments on where the dollar is right now or short-term trading of the dollar.
Then right after that, he was for a weak dollar. That's unbelievable. We'll be right back after these messages.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
After 3 months on 2018, I'm up over about 15% for the year.
I love the webinars. I love all of the training videos.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I really appreciated how he explained why it was very risky to start buying stock.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's gang. Very inexpensive compared to what you are getting or receiving for the money.
Yes, I would recommend Phil's gang to anyone who is interested in buying stocks.
Join the gang, follow Phil, manage your own money. You'll be glad you did.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Well, that puts me up $13,087 in 2 days.
I'm up like 15%.
I'm up $5,000 in a month and a half.
I'm up about 15% for this year. I'm up $28,000 since November.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
After 3 months on 2018, I'm up over about 15% for the year.
I love the webinars. I love all of the training videos.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I really appreciated how he explained why it was very risky to start buying stock.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's gang. Very inexpensive compared to what you are getting or receiving for the money.
Yes, I would recommend Phil's gang to anyone who is interested in buying stocks.
Join the gang, follow Phil, manage your own money. You'll be glad you did.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. All right, so let's think about this for a minute. So here we are. They did this big tax cut, and yet they can't grow this economy to 3%. Kennedy did a tax cut, grew it to 5%. Reagan grew it to 5%. Even baby Bush grew it to 3%. The difference is because they're keeping the interest rates too low for too long, destroying the economy. I told you last week that you can, when you have rates so low for so long, and then you get this big housing boom, the problem becomes that when the interest rates, when you don't have the Fed raising the rates, remember they have a throttle to raise rates, pull back the other throttle to lower them. So to keep inflation nice and even. But when you got inflation running, where everybody's buying houses because rates are so low, and they're in there buying them because they're scared they got to get in before they go up, that inflation is beyond the inflation in wages. Wages used to go up 3.9% a year, and a house would go up 3.9%. They're locked in with each other. That doesn't happen anymore. Houses are soaring because of lack of land. The environmentalists get nuts when things are busy and the housing boom. They want to shut things down. So they put regulations in, taking thousands and thousands of acres away. That means the cost of land goes up. Therefore, the price of a home, remember, it's always the land, not the house, not the brick and mortar. Then you have less and less people available to buy these homes. So now what we got going on is we got our economy that's dying because of these interest rates. Now they're starting to push these interest rates up. Instead of the economy responding and doing better, it's doing worse. It's doing worse. The highest rate of default with student loans, the highest rate defaults with autos, you know the whole deal. So what do? Well, you got to wait for the stock market to correct itself. And if you were with me, it will be corrected, and we'll make sure we're on the right side of it. Now, talking about the right side, let's go back to GE.
Let's have a look at GE, as in General Electric. I can see plenty of opportunities to trade General Electric. Would you buy GE at $15.33?
Yeah, you could ride this one, I think, for a quarter or two, Stuart.
Quarter or two, Stuart. $15.33? Well, how about when we bought, as I said, GE, we bought it early. We bought it at $12. $13, $12.93. Now they're buying it today. We bought it back on April 17th. They're buying it on May 21. So how did I know the difference? Well, here's how. Very simple. We started to short GE when the institutions took their money out of GE. It turned red. My chart turned red on January 17th at $17.45. It dropped all the way. It dropped all the way to about $13. That's a 25% drop we caught. Shorting it. I had my people short, and I said, let's get out. And then I said, let's be patient and let's wait. And we waited and waited. Then all of a sudden, the buy signal came in. It turned green. The algorithms are set up where it follows the institutional money. It's that simple. I designed this. Okay, where all you don't need to know all the stuff about a company, you know, who they're merging with, the color wallpaper in their bathrooms, who's the CEO. You don't need to know any of that. You only need to know one thing: what are the institutional buyers is what pushed the money up. If I only could get that across to you, and if you could just follow the institutional money. But most people don't follow the institutional money because they don't know how. What they're following is their advisors, especially if you're in a 401k, someone who doesn't even care about you, has no fiduciary relationship with you. If you're in a 401k, you're lucky to get a 4% return. For heaven's sakes, why don't you just stay in the S&P? Now, when I say 4% return, that's without your expenses. Just a 1% fee takes away 25% of your expenses, your profits, for heaven's sakes. So, GE, we were able to pinpoint it now, but here's the key. Right now, GE, we have in a stop. We put in a stop, which means we've got now in GE a 19% profit. So we'll back off and put our stop in. We'll drop our stop back about 3%. So that means we're locked in our profit now. So why don't you join my gang? The last time I said to do that, and you didn't listen, was in April. Now here's another one. Did the same thing with the same chart. Okay, it was AMD. Now, all the semiconductors were getting killed. All the semiconductors were getting killed. So we kept watching, and it was red all the way down, coming down. Red, 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 red. No money was coming in. You could see it. No money was coming, just red, 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 red. All of a sudden, bang, we started to see money coming in. It turned green. This is so accurate. So accurate. And it turned green, and we started to buy it slowly. We don't go in right away with a lot of money. We don't go in with 1,000 shares. We don't do that in the beginning. So we started out with what we call scouts. Wait to get the momentum picking up. And then I tell my gang, the ones who are following me in the video program, where I post it 3 times during the day, and you don't have to do anything except open your computer and say, okay, what does Phil want me to do now with AMD? Does he want me to add to my position? Does he want me to take profits? Does he want me to get out of it? All you have to do is follow the instructions, for heaven's sakes. How easy is that? So now AMD is up 14%. So let's just take AMD 14% and GE 19%. Now, I'm not saying every gang member got 19% on GE or every gang member got 14%. Some gang members come in later. Some gang members are maybe they want to wait. They're worried. So let's cut it in half. Let's say we just got even more than half. Let's say we just got a 5% return. If every month I could get you a 5% return, every month. In some months, we only maybe invest once. Sometimes we don't even invest at all. Matter of fact, some of the gang members will email me and say, aren't we doing anything? How come we haven't done anything? Well, we just made 14% of AMD, XES 15%, GE 19%, WMB 7%, because the opportunity is not there. You don't have to be every day doing something. This is not, you're not in Vegas with a one-armed bandit, keep putting coins in. You wait till you get the buy signals. And then all of a sudden, you're busy and you're trading 3 or 4 or 5 different, you're investing in 3 or 4 or 5 stocks. Sometimes you're not investing in any. You just sit back and you just stay with your spiders. You always stay with your spiders. Never get out of your spiders. You're either long spiders making money or it's going down your short. And I do that for you. You haven't got to think about it. You haven't got to do a thing. I tell you exactly what to do. And the key is that we make sure, and I make sure, personally make sure, that when your stock is going up, I always have a safety net in where I put in a stop to make sure if that stock comes back, if we're up 10%, if the stock comes back, sometimes I'll put the stop in 4%, or I'll put the stop in at 2%, meaning I lock in our profit. You haven't got to, you haven't got to think about it. You don't have to make any of those decisions. Do I lock in my profit? You don't have to make those decisions. Do I buy? You don't make that decision. You make no decisions. You just do what I tell you to do. And it works. And the chart, when you go and see how when you follow me on the chart, then everybody starts leasing the chart themselves because they enjoy it and then they want to do stocks on their own. So try it for a month, for heaven's sakes. $39.95. What are you, nuts? And you'll get a good night's sleep. They're waiting for your call right now. 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com and give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
And I know what time it is now. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, interest rates are increasing, and we've been tied to these low rates for too long. And I'm not going to take all the time and tell you why it's killing the market internally, but it is. And you know that because the economy is not growing by 5% or 4% or 3%. But when we did tax cuts before, they went 5%, even 3% under Baby Bush. But they're not now. Something's wrong. And what's going to happen as these rates keep climbing? And why do they climb? Because of inflation. When you have oil going up 161% in 26 months, you got gasoline going up. And if you don't think gasoline is important, for every $1 oil goes up, a barrel, gasoline goes up 2.5 cents. You say, well, that's not much. Oh, really? That's $4.4 billion less than consumers have to buy something else. And we have to keep consumption going, and even though with credit cards. Now, listen to this.
What happens when interest rates normalize? The only thing that looks good is the stock market, but if you raise interest rates even a little bit, that's going to come crashing down.
So he answered Ron Paul's question. What happens when interest rates rise? Trump said it's going to come crashing down. But is he going to let it come crashing down? I don't think so. Because we saw that big, fake, phony story come in. Fake news today. When Mnuchin comes in and says this on Sunday.
Well, Chris, we're putting the trade war on hold. So right now we have agreed to put the tariffs on hold.
Oh, now they're putting the tariffs on hold. Why? Because they know their tax cuts aren't working. They know that. It's not working. So why don't you just follow me with the stocks that my gang they're in. I put it on a video, and I put that video up 3 times a day. Sometimes there's 2. Sometimes there's 3 different stocks. You follow the one you want. And I instruct you from the beginning to the end. You haven't even got to think. And the most important thing, when this market corrects, which it will correct unless there's quantitative easing, which he may do because his ego, okay, is different than his ego as a candidate. As president, when he saw that market go up 30% when he became president, just because he said that he was going to take Obamacare and get rid of it, he was going to do the biggest tax cuts and get rid of it, he was going to do all the roads and construction and airports and infrastructure, going to do all that. Remember, the market went up 30%, but that's behind us now. And the tax cuts behind us. Remember, we got a 7% bounce in the earnings. We're not going to get that 7% bounce in the second quarter going forward. Our earnings going forward are going to stink because we don't have that bonus, that 7% bonus, that cut. We already ate all that up. Now what's happening, the economy is getting worse. More than 72% of Americans believe the economy is rigged to the advantage of special interests, the rich, the powerful. And it is. And that is why if you go back and look under Reagan and go back and look under Kennedy, it wasn't, I mean, sure, all markets are rigged even back then, but not the stock buybacks for 10 years? Are you nuts? The U.S. tax code, we were told was going to be changed. They haven't changed the tax code. Our tax code is the largest contributor to a rigged economy. And it's okay to have a rigged economy, as long as you're not sitting there listening to somebody that has no fiduciary relationship with you telling you what to do when they're talking about fundamentals. You got to make sure whoever's working with you or handling your money is looking at the flow of money. That's all that counts today. That large tax cut was intended to stimulate the economy. But that's not how you stimulate the economy with tax cuts. You stimulate the economy by cutting the size of government. That's how. So tax cuts right now don't increase wages. Well, you said, well, you just said, Phil, it did. And everything was okay under Kennedy and under Reagan and even under Bill Clinton. Well, the difference now is you're not going to get these, when you do these tax cuts, you're not going to get increase in wages. Those are gone. Those are gone because of the low interest rates for too long a period. And because they're not taking government and cutting the size of government. Never mind cutting the tax cut. It doesn't work anymore because the rates were too low for too long. Between 2001 and 2003, as I said, Bush, okay, even him, that dope, he lowered the top rate to 35%. But only the top 1% of the households benefited, and they received a tax cut of $50,000 from a month from 2004 to 2012, a total of $570,000. And CEO salaries went up 330% higher than their workers. That's why he was at 3%, and yet the other two guys were at 5%. Obama came in, he was worse. And we're no better off now than we were with Obama. I hate to say that. I love Trump, but our economy's not doing any better. It's not. See, the tax savings, those dollars that they kept saying would be used for capital investment because they cut the taxes, these corporate taxes, and the CEOs would plow that money back into the companies, is not happening. It's not trickling down to Main Street middle-class wages. Wages aren't going up. There's the problem. They're not going up. Instead, the money's going into their pocket. See, the tax cuts are not paying for themselves. There's another problem. And just like, again, our deficits are ballooning. Our national debt is ballooning. So we're cutting these taxes and cutting our throat because it's not benefiting. That's why we're not growing. We're not getting to 3%. And income inequality, the gap between the wealthy and the poor in this country, is the biggest that has been in any of our lifetimes. This is crazy. What are you, nuts? So, and think about it. From 2003 to 2008, what did we see? From 2003 to 2008, we saw all these tax cuts. We still saw a weak economic growth. And this was under Baby Bush. And what happened? We got an economic collapse under him. Economic collapse. The economy collapsed. The stock market collapsed. We lost 8 million jobs. We lost 10 million homes to foreclosure. So where does this lead us today? The point is, why do you think you're going to be so lucky today? Why do you think it's going to be different this time with all these so-called tax cuts? It's not helping you. It's not helping Main Street. It's not helping your savings. The jobs today, most of our jobs are part-time lousy jobs. And guess what? It's always been a hoax to say, oh, we're doing this for the people, to help them with wages. The wages will trickle down. No, that's a lie. There's only been one priority of large corporations since the beginning of the first large corporation and their CEOs. It's never been about increasing wages for large corporations or creating jobs for large corporations. That's not their priority. It never has been, especially for the middle-class workers. The priority of large corporations has always been about providing maximum return to their largest shareholders and the CEO. And how do they do that? They outsource jobs. Now we're being told that this tax cut, they're going to increase wages and jobs? Wait a minute. They're outsourcing jobs because wages are their biggest expense. What are you, nuts? See, it's all double talk. What isn't double talk is what I'm telling you when we get a 14% return on AMD, 19% return on GE. Sign up now. They're waiting for your call. It's only $39.95 for a month. 877-600-GANG.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.